curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Baltimore Ravens. They left in the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
Yeah, he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
On the counter, Sermon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
On 2nd and 9, Foles. This one completes Alec Pierce.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now Foles
delivers another one to Pierce. And he is going to have a Colts first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving.
And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down.
David Ojabo
coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Foles. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. There's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you got to be cautious. You got to understand where the pressure is going to come from. This time, it's a cornerback coming after him. And this time, the cornerback just a bit late getting to him. The penalty assessed.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Going deep this time for Miller. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Over the middle, hauled in by Pierce.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in position to dictate to the offense.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Odafe Oweh coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. They'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. And a chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. And now Tucker McCann.
This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt.
McCann's kick is good.
And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking deep downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The Ravens had 14-2 heading into this final week. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not seeing it happen here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the option, it's Sermon. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. This is Miller, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
13.
Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. Back to throw again. Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead grows to 10-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's Rodgers on the return.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
What? Hey, shoulder. Under.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles in our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Patrick Queen.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins,
34 yards.
And the Ravens have moved out in front.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily to plays on this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice...
He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Now a throw here to his running back. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this is caught at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Odafe Oweh able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in his first half of football. To try again after the sack. Foles throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down to decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
McCann's kick up and good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. action. Now Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5 now. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? You can have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run with Hines, and only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll be out right at the 35. And that's good for a pickup at 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 35 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite the lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They run again with Hines. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Foles. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down. He's going to be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and cut back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts 42. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end, Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
They go play action with Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Throw left side, complete to Isabella. Touchdown! Andy Isabella from 8 yards out.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Now Foles.
He's got his man. It's Pierce.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Foles.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because
a good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Jackson's going to try the sneak. No signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Jackson now off the bootleg. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
And the Colts are right back in this football game. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action, they'll throw.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line able to keep leverage, able to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And taken right on the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. Able to find Isabella. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. They'll go again with Dobbins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bounds away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first downs. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On the counter, it's Edwards. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to Pierce. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Going up top. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And he's got it inside the 10. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball. And unfortunately there, It turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Colts take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go play action now. Jackson. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 55 yards.
And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Okay, let's make some good plays today. Come on. Side offense. Let's get juice. Keep the ball moving.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Able to find his man, Woods.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Foles throw caught by Pierce.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Foles
delivers another one to Pierce. He'll get it inside the 20.
Touchdown, Colts!
Alec Pierce
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McCann now for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road. But there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the line, go through your wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get a share with the home team.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.